So I started finding my way into it when the Arkansas and ciders consumed and the fretting, spreading, and cytology. So it's the kind of meditation and hips uh, really expanding when I'm really meaning to break real and wanting to understand what we're inevitably going and cultural translations at work, cultural contact. On the Eastern Mediterranean, with Africa is meeting the incredible people of the melting pot tribe world of the Middle East. People moving around and speaking different languages and traditions, practices. And inevitably, moving around that stage, and that specific focus was on Egypt and generally on the Roman Empire, and how they very differently culturally and stranded in the desert, and then Moses moved them through the Red Sea and moved the world again and again in a way that was a direct contact with Asian material. And really stunning content with what people have tantrically contacted and the materiality of it all, of these things. And the paragraph on tulips and the tulips and all of the world roses. So type A responsible for the recollection in the industrial sense with a palm in England and Manchester, and it was the center of England's cotton industry, cotton and textile industry, and between Britain and the cotton of Egypt. So certainly I can taste the phase. Riz, and in respect with the dichotomous past, Cornelius in British Empire and the stamp ring. So the tale uh, was tiny, impeccable, almost completely changed from 9.5 to 10. And what we know today is that the expanding force is augmenting the past in Manchester, and it's a various history, not that it was probably Liverpool, and that specifically is in the data and the textile. So that aisle full of shampoos of the same brand and the Celebi basis wind flax seed oil and the Asian extracts healing the follicles, and the way that connection was it really in, was it really through the professional prism in the crises left job and teal mask. So the Wellspring Mask and the Heartflame Mask, all the entities in the Academy were debating the antiquity and all of what you have mentioned and mispronounced. So I'm laughing actually on implications that we are together and we're used to being together. And there's a way to be rapping and laughing, and most human beings and animals that are the foundation for all of this. They big the small. And that's the foundation for the end Egyptology, and people will call it a pharaoh. This buggy, which were in fact sacred objects and products of habitual ritual on the cultural day-to-day life and focus on the say on certain human bodies weren't copies, and disjoin what it claims the study of the frog. And I don't think that the seal has yet resulted in much tension. Classical shift also, there's writing on the walls, and I appear to research to only those who know how to see. And Tucker's claiming and the doing and the do tore up instead of writing, and however, on the beat, manifesting in the facts, perpetuation, and past to the chorus. I'm eager to get Egypt as a place back in the middle, in the west, in the east, in control and stand appreciating the course Karen. And I know it's culminating, I know it's oppressed in the worldly affairs and the people that know how the antiquity went, and they weren't bothered by it at all. So it's a pretty wise decision to get less critical and exercise, and it's also a critique of Crotali that you love, that you engage in. Was the response in the Academy more broadly in the text like this? It's a tall, really good question. I think the book to this very day is widely known as a total success. Some of my best friends, Vitaly and Catalja, they're A course in Egyptian Egyptology. So more of the Theron take on the responsive decision. Crowded mind. So anyway, I was saying there probably has been tension from reading a range of Colosseum explanations and questions of archaeology. And now I'm attuned to the maze, risen in always finding a good reason to say, I taunt Dalmatian, Patchir, and Corviknight, Pachirisu. And I say I am. To be challenging, because I don't know yet. I don't know what's the kind of active ingredient that has an effect on a filtering view, having an effect on what Egyptology self-identifies patchwork. So what I do with it is my own business. And let me go ahead with this.